So I just exited the vault after character creation. Got all the little goodies on the inside, 2 batons, 2 security batons, and the like. So this character is a stealth melee character, mainly going to be using either combat knife, Kremiv's tooth, or in the end, it'll actually be the throat slicer from the Nuka World content. So, without any further ado, make sure that we grab up all the stuff up here, all the contents of these boxes. Come over to the hut. Initially, I am classified as what everybody would call a trash panda, only because I pick up everything, because you never know what you're going to need components-wise early on. So it helps just to kind of get overstocked. My stats gave me 4 strength, so I can carry just a little bit more. Not really worried about carrying a bunch of stuff right now, only because this first little bit here is going to be just grabbing all of the items that I want for the very beginning, and then we'll come back to Sanctuary, finish out Codsworth stuff, get a little bit of the XP there, rummage around the houses, grab the stuff, make sure that we go into the root cellar in the back of the one house, grab all the stuff down there. But initially, as soon as you enter or exit the vault, you want to make sure that you grab as much armor as you can, and there's a couple of pieces that are over here. As soon as you exit the Sanctuary border, across the bridge, see this raider here, grab all his stuff, grab the mongrel meat and the tire iron, and then jump up here on this little area, grab that stuff out of the duffel bag, and then jump into Red Rocket and grab Dogmeat.
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself? You want to come with me, pal? Okay, then.
So we made friends with Dogmeat. Exit Red Rocket, because we don't want to do underneath Red Rocket yet. Don't need to carry around all the crap that's there either. And you want to not go towards the Brahmin carcass at that intersection right there. There's a couple of blood bugs that at level 1 without your primary weapon can be a little bit ugly, to say the least. Besides, I don't want to be a gun character, so I'm running over here to grab my primary weapon, which is going to be the combat knife. So this little set of 3 houses over here, you can see in the distance a little bit is a red grill or an orangish grill. Grab the Brahmin. There's also a dead raider here. Grab the combat knife and rad roach meat. So once you grab all of that stuff, you can actually start kind of outfitting your character a little bit. So we will go into the inventory. I want to equip the combat knife. Right now we really don't have a lot of armor to choose from. Raider chest piece is 4. Drifter outfit is 5 and 7. And the Vault 11 jumpsuit really doesn't give you very much as far as armor goes. So the radiation resistance, yeah, but I mean, early on it's not really that big of a deal to run into a little bit of radiation. We're going to run into a little bit of it here pretty quick because we're going to head back towards Red Rocket. But before we actually get to Red Rocket, we're going to make a detour because we need to go pick up another weapon and some cap stashes. Now coming up over here, if you don't get this on the way there, I'll show you on the way back. You can also grab it. Has some 38, usually, fusion cells this time. Usually 38 ammo or low level ammo in that ammo can. And kind of want to be a little bit careful coming down into here. Every once in a while, there's a random mongrel dog that's down here. He can be pretty much of a pain in the butt. But you want to run out here on this little dock. There's a cooler out here. Only dog food this time. Rat X and a silver locket in there. And I don't see the mongrel dog, which is a good thing. So we'll drop down into a hidden stance because right over that little lip of that rock edge right there is actually a raider camp. So we just want to shut down the pump and then follow this pipe up the hill. Up to this box up here. Now, underneath this lid, we drop out cap stashes. You cannot open that lid until you turn off the pump down at the water's edge. I normally pick up all of this stuff, bobby pins, and a formal hat. We'll be able to pick up an outfit inside a sanctuary that will probably give us 2 charisma. That I'm hoping, since this is a low charisma character, will give us enough charisma to at least get past the encounter at Drumlin's Diner, so that we can add to our stealthy inventory and get the vendor inside of Drumlin's Diner to sell us a silenced pistol, which means that we'll need probably 300 caps or so, which is not too hard to get. Just takes a little bit of time. Now you can do the rest of this in whatever order that you want, but the reason I came to get my knife, the combat knife, is mainly because this is going to be a melee character, and you might as well start on the melee aspect of it as soon as humanly possible. And melee is really broken when you get a little bit higher in the game, especially when you start stacking your big leagues, sneak, ninja, all of that stuff together. Melee is really a one-shot wonder, especially if you can VATS quick enough. Okay, so just tap the workbench just to open it up. And if we want to, I like to store all of my stuff in the workbench, only because I hate going back and forth to Sanctuary, only because after a while I just don't interact with Preston. So staying outside of Sanctuary is a benefit for me. I mean, it's really not much of a home base. But like I said, if you play this character all the way through Nuka World and you want to do the overboss content, you really need to have an area where you won't go back to talk to Preston, because he will unfriend you and not be cooperative anymore as soon as you take over your first settlement as an overboss.